Hey there, artists. So I'm going to be going over some candy kicks. So I know that you guys love shoes, and so I thought, why not decorate them like with your favorite candy, or really you could do anything. This one's not glued down yet because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it, but this is the process. So you should have your Chromebook probably for this project because you will need to look at pictures of the candy wrappers, or bring your candy wrapper in, and then when you finish the project, enjoy your candy. So this is, again, it's going to take a couple art classes to do this if you want to do it right, and I know you do because well, it's your artwork. So I'm going to set that one aside, and what you're going to get is you are going to borrow a template for a shoe. I've got a couple different ones to pick from, and then what you're going to do is get a blank piece of paper and a pencil, of course, and lay it over top, and you will be able to see the shoe, the tracing plate from your the blank paper on top. I'm not sure how well you can see it. I think you can see it a little bit on the camera. And then trace it with pencil. You might want to adjust the paper so that it fits in a place that you like. If you think you might keep it on the regular paper and not cut it out. Once you trace it, then trace it with Sharpie. I'm gonna skip ahead, and I'm working on one of a Swedish fish shoe. So I traced it once again with pencil. Then I traced it with Sharpie so that I can correct it. Then I used pencil and I added my design. And then right now I'm using markers and making sure I use really nice markers to color in everything, and finish tracing out stuff. So there's a couple other things I want to say though, because if you just use markers, that is good. But if you are ready for leveling up, then I want to show you a way to even do better details. So let me just do a little bit further. This should not be news to you, but when you color something in, you should trace it first. I'm using that chisel tip so that I can trace a bigger space. I'm really excited by this Swedish fish shoe, I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm coloring the net part, which I didn't realize it went the other way, but it is what it is, right on top of the yellow, because I thought about what I know about color. And if I use orange on top of yellow, it's not going to damage the orange marker. The orange still shows up, no problem. But what if that was reversed? Would I be able to color an orange shoe, for example, and color yellow lines on top of it? One, it wouldn't show up, and two, it would damage the markers. So you have to think about what you know about color theory, all right? So you know more than you think you do. So thank you for your patience, because I am gonna continue for just a couple minutes so that I can prove to you that it takes a lot of time, a lot of steps. I'm making sure to erase my pencil lines because those are ugly. It's like the behind the scenes. I don't want to see those. So let me do just this part. And then I think I'm going to show you the other thing that I wanted to show you, because if you look at this one, I don't know if you can tell, but I did not only use markers, all right? I used markers first, and markers give you that nice bright color, but it doesn't allow for a lot of like shading, for instance, and detail work. So I used colored pencils right on top of my marker. And I, of course, only used good markers. So maybe you can see like around here for my Skittles, I did some blue shading because you are working on shading, because you are ready to level up. I used shading on my shoelaces, but what you might not notice is I also used it inside the shoe. In this case, I used a black colored pencil, and I could have used like a dark red, for example, here, and I added shading around pretty much all of the edges. That's how you can see the rainbow really pop out. I added a lot of shading right here to make the fold of the rainbow. And so I guess I haven't done very much of this shoe, but I'm going to add some shading anyway. let's see here. I'm gonna add, not with the black, I'm gonna use orange shading on this one. So let me get just a little bit more area so I have room to shade. Thank you guys for your patience. This project is so fun because, again, who doesn't love candy and shoes? All right. Maybe you're not into candy, like I said. Maybe you want to make a different theme, like, I don't know, Takis or something else, your favorite something else, and you can do that. In addition, I don't know what, maybe, but in this case I do. Did I print it? I have a food truck that you can trace and decorate a food truck. I guess I don't have it really right here with me, but you can do the same type of thing. So I'm just going to add a little bit of shading with a darker version of whatever I use. So in this case, I'm using orange since it's got a lot of yellow in it. And going around, it's going to make my project more interesting. I'm adding shading. This type of shading is called a gradient because I'm going dark around the edges, and then I'm blending it out so it blends back into the yellow. All right, so make a big orange line first, and then blend it so that orange line disappears and you don't even know where the orange stops or starts, all right? So shading, as we all know, takes some time. Here, I could do some on a totally white one, but the same process. I use dark orange, and now I'm blending the orange out so that it blends into the white, but this gradient effect that you don't see, this ombre effect. So I can do that all over my shoe. It's going to make it better and better the more I do the shading. All right, so the marker is just fine, but if you are ready for more challenge, then this is a great technique. You don't have to even do this project with this technique. You can do this technique with other projects too. All right, so clearly I've got lots more to do on this project, but I'm going to let you all go so that you can get started. Happy arting today.